What if a top diabetologist told you that some of the sweetest fruits on earth could actually lower your blood sugar instead of raising it? Sounds impossible, right? For millions living with diabetes, fruit often feels like forbidden territory. Too much sugar, too many risks, too much confusion. But new clinical evidence tells a different story. It turns out that when chosen wisely, certain fruits act more like natural medicine than dessert. They don't spike glucose. They stabilize it. They don't burden your pancreas. They support it. And they don't just satisfy your cravings. They help heal your nerves, strengthen your heart, and reset your body's insulin sensitivity from the inside out. Today, you'll discover three fruits that leading diabetologists are now calling functional sugar regulators, each backed by science, rooted in tradition, and capable of lowering blood sugar naturally. A humble, starch-rich fruit, a sweet berry that behaves like insulin, and a citrus that cleanses your entire metabolism. First on the list, green bananas. What if the same fruit many diabetics are told to avoid turned out to be one of the most powerful natural tools for lowering blood sugar? According to top diabetologists, the answer lies in the green banana, the unripe version of the world's most familiar fruit that most people overlook. It's not sweet, it's not flashy, but what happens inside your body after eating it is remarkable. Instead of flooding your blood with sugar, green bananas feed your metabolism with a type of starch that acts more like medicine than carbohydrate. This unripe fruit carries a glycemic index between 30 and 40 and a glycemic load under 10 per serving, half a medium banana, firmly in the low glycemic zone that helps diabetics avoid glucose spikes. A medium-sized green banana, about 3 ounces, provides around 90 calories, 22 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of fiber, and almost no fat. But what makes it special isn't just the calories. It's the resistant starch, a fiber-like compound that refuses to break down quickly. It moves past the small intestine, ferments in the large intestine, and nourishes the good bacteria that form your gut's defense system. That fermentation process releases short-chain fatty acids, especially butyrate, which help your cells respond to insulin more effectively and lower systemic inflammation. Two of the biggest challenges in diabetes. A recent study found that people who included resistant starch from green bananas in their meals saw fasting glucose drop by 26% and insulin sensitivity improve by over 30% within 4 weeks. The researchers noticed something even more interesting. As gut bacteria adapted to this starch, inflammation markers in the blood decreased by nearly 20%, showing how gut health and blood sugar control are deeply connected. Many diabetologists share similar success stories from their clinics. One patient, a middle-aged man struggling with fluctuating sugars, simply replaced his morning toast with half a boiled green banana 3 times a week. Within a month, his glucose readings became more stable, his energy returned, and his post-meal fatigue disappeared. It wasn't magic. It was metabolic re-education. His body was learning, slowly and naturally, how to handle sugar again. Beyond lowering blood sugar, green bananas nourish your nerves and kidneys, 2 areas diabetes often damages silently. The high potassium content, around 360 milligrams per banana, or 10% of the daily value, helps maintain healthy nerve signals and muscle function. The 8% magnesium content supports blood vessel flexibility, improving circulation and reducing kidney strain. Vitamin B6, at about 12% of the daily value, plays a quiet but crucial role in brain chemistry, stabilizing mood and reducing the stress hormones that can push sugar levels higher. Together, these nutrients rebuild what diabetes breaks down: nerve balance, vascular health, and calm metabolism. There's a myth that bananas are too sugary for diabetics, but that's only true once they ripen. When a banana turns yellow and spotted, its resistant starch converts into simple sugars like glucose and fructose, raising the glycemic index above 60. Green bananas, on the other hand, contain less than 6 grams of simple sugar per 100 grams, acting as a slow, controlled-release fuel instead of a spike-inducing dessert. The key isn't avoiding bananas, it's choosing them at the right stage of ripeness. In many tropical regions, green bananas are cooked as vegetables, not fruits. They're boiled, steamed, or lightly sautéed with herbs and healthy fats, creating a meal that stabilizes blood sugar for hours. If you've never tried them, start simple. Boil a single small green banana until it softens slightly. As the steam rises, the gentle, earthy aroma fills the air, a scent that signals that starch is transforming into your body's most calming energy source. Mash it with a teaspoon of olive oil and a squeeze of fresh lime juice. The lime doesn't just brighten the flavor, it adds vitamin C, which boosts iron absorption and improves antioxidant defense. The result is a creamy, savory dish that satisfies like mashed potatoes, but without the blood sugar crash afterward. Enjoying half to one small green banana at a time is ideal for most diabetics. That portion provides steady glucose release and supports your gut without causing heaviness. The best time to eat it is around late morning or lunch, when your metabolism is naturally more active and your muscles are primed to absorb glucose. Paired with a protein source like grilled chicken, lentils, or a boiled egg, it becomes a complete blood sugar-friendly meal. In the US, green bananas usually cost about 80 cents to $1.20 per pound, making them one of the most affordable therapeutic foods available to diabetics. But their true value lies in how they retrain your body. The resistant starch helps activate glucose transporters, known as GLUT4, in your muscle cells, which move sugar out of your bloodstream and into storage or energy use. Over time, this gentle process teaches your metabolism to operate more efficiently, restoring the very rhythm that diabetes disrupts. By the way, where are you watching from? Drop your city or country in the comments below. I love seeing how far our diabetes healthcare family reaches around the world. One small reminder before we move on. Green bananas can be heavy if eaten raw. Boiling or steaming them softens the fibers, making them easy on digestion while keeping their resistant starch intact. Always combine them with a bit of healthy fat or protein. It not only enhances absorption, but smooths out your post-meal glucose curve. Sometimes powerful healing doesn't come from new discoveries, but from rediscovering old wisdom. The green banana proves that a simple, unripe fruit can reshape blood sugar control from the inside out. By healing the gut, calming inflammation, and retraining your cells to respond to insulin naturally. But if the green banana teaches your body how to handle sugar, the next fruit teaches your cells how to love sweetness again without ever causing a spike. It's vibrant, juicy, and deeply restorative. Let's move to the next discovery. Mulberries, the delicious dark berries that behave like natural insulin. Second on the list, mulberries. If green bananas teach your body how to control sugar, mulberries show it how to enjoy sweetness safely. Imagine a fruit that tastes like dessert, yet behaves like medicine. Refreshing, juicy, and filled with compounds that literally mimic the way insulin works. That's the mulberry. According to top diabetologists, this small berry holds one of nature's most potent natural glucose regulators, a compound called DNJ, 1-deoxynigericin. It slows down carbohydrate absorption in your gut, reduces post-meal glucose spikes, and allows your body more time to process sugar efficiently. In simpler terms, it helps you eat sweet without the fear of going high. Mulberries carry a glycemic index of 25 to 40, depending on ripeness, and a glycemic load of just 5 per 100 grams, which puts them among the lowest sugar fruits diabetics can enjoy freely. A 1-cup serving, about 140 grams, offers only 60 calories, 2.5 grams of fiber, 10 grams of natural sugars, and a rich profile of vitamins and minerals. Each cup gives roughly 60% of your daily value of vitamin C, 15% of iron, 10% of calcium, and 12% of potassium. They're also one of the rare fruits that contain small amounts of resveratrol, a plant antioxidant famous for protecting blood vessels and improving insulin signaling. When you eat mulberries, DNJ gets to work immediately. It blocks the enzymes responsible for breaking complex carbohydrates into simple sugars. As a result, the release of glucose into your bloodstream slows dramatically. In one controlled study, diabetic participants who consumed mulberries before meals showed a 23% reduction in post-meal glucose levels and improved fasting insulin function within 3 weeks. Some even experienced better energy and mental clarity. Proof that balanced sugar doesn't just protect your organs, it sharpens your mind. Mulberries don't stop at sugar control. They also protect the nerves, kidneys, and heart. The three systems diabetes quietly erodes over time. Their anthocyanins, the same pigments that give them their deep purple-red hue, improve blood vessel elasticity and prevent plaque formation, reducing the risk of cardiovascular complications. The vitamin C strengthens connective tissues, while the iron and potassium support oxygen transport and stable blood pressure. On a deeper cellular level, mulberry polyphenols reduce oxidative stress that damages pancreatic beta cells, preserving your body's ability to produce insulin naturally. Many diabetologists also note how mulberries help with diabetic neuropathy, the nerve damage that causes tingling, numbness, or burning sensations in the legs and feet. The resveratrol and magnesium work synergistically to calm nerve inflammation and improve blood flow to peripheral tissues. Over time, regular intake can help repair small nerve fibers and restore sensation. One patient case shared in a nutrition clinic found that after 2 months of adding mulberries to breakfast smoothies, not only did fasting sugar drop by 22%, but foot pain and numbness eased significantly. These aren't miracles. They're metabolic corrections happening quietly from within. Here's where mulberries get even more impressive. They help protect your eyes. Diabetic retinopathy, one of the most feared complications, is often fueled by oxidative stress. In the retina, mulberries contain zeaxanthin and lutein, two antioxidants that shield the eyes from UV and glucose-related damage. Over time, they enhance visual clarity and slow down vision decline, something very few fruits can achieve so effectively. Now let's make it practical. Fresh mulberries are rare in supermarkets, but frozen or dried ones are just as powerful. In the US, a pound of frozen mulberries typically costs around $5 to $7, while dried versions are around $10 per pound. A small investment for what many diabetologists call nature's metformin. To enjoy them safely, always choose unsweetened varieties. A simple way to add them to your diet is by blending a handful, about half a cup, of fresh or frozen mulberries with unsweetened almond milk and a teaspoon of chia seeds. The result is a thick, refreshing smoothie rich in fiber and antioxidants, perfect for breakfast or a mid-afternoon snack. As you sip, imagine what's happening inside your body. The DNJ slowing carbohydrate breakdown, the anthocyanins coating your blood vessels, and the resveratrol quietly improving insulin communication between your cells. The flavor is sweet, the effect is calm, and the balance it brings is almost immediate. That's what makes this fruit so extraordinary. It gives you the sweetness your tongue craves while still respecting your pancreas. The ideal portion for most diabetics is 1/2 to 1 cup of fresh mulberries per day, or about 2 tablespoons if dried. They can be enjoyed with Greek yogurt, sprinkled over oats, or even eaten plain morning or midday. Works best since your metabolism and insulin sensitivity are naturally stronger then. If you want a nighttime treat that won't spike your sugar, a few dried mulberries with a handful of walnuts make a perfect slow-digesting combination for stable glucose through the night. By the way, have you ever tasted mulberries straight off the tree? Their sweetness feels almost too good to be healthy, but that's the magic of nature when you choose wisely. Their fibers slow absorption, their enzymes balance insulin, and their antioxidants repair oxidative damage at the cellular level. Just one small note: because mulberries are mildly diuretic, eating too many, especially dried ones, can lead to frequent urination or mild dehydration. Balance them with adequate water and avoid adding extra sweeteners if you use them in smoothies or desserts. Mulberries aren't just a diabetic-safe fruit, they're a symbol of balance. They prove that sweetness doesn't have to come with guilt, that even in diabetes, pleasure and health can coexist in a single bite. Their natural compounds help the body do what medication tries to replicate: slow digestion, enhance insulin efficiency, and protect from complications. And if you think that's powerful, wait until you see what happens when you add acidity into the mix. The next fruit on our list is bright, zesty, and capable of lowering your post-meal sugar faster than most pills ever could. Let's explore the refreshing power of lime, the fruit that not only cuts through sugar, but strengthens your heart, liver, and immunity all at once. Third on the list, lime. If mulberries teach your body to enjoy sweetness wisely, then lime teaches it how to cleanse, protect, and reset. For diabetologists, lime isn't just a citrus fruit, It's a metabolic regulator. Its sharp, refreshing acidity carries one of nature's simplest healing mechanisms. It slows digestion, lowers blood sugar spikes, and reawakens the sensitivity of your insulin receptors. A single squeeze can change how your meal behaves inside your body. Lime has a glycemic index of just 20 and a glycemic load close to zero, since it contains very little natural sugar, less than 1 gram per ounce of juice. Yet its nutritional impact is enormous. One medium lime provides around 22 calories, 32% of your daily value of vitamin C, 2 grams of fiber, and small but essential amounts of calcium, potassium, magnesium, and folate. What makes lime extraordinary for diabetics is its abundance of citric acid and flavonoids like hesperidin and eriocitrin, natural compounds that enhance insulin sensitivity, protect blood vessels, and reduce inflammation at the root of most diabetic complications. The citric acid in lime works by slowing down the conversion of carbohydrates into glucose during digestion. Think of it as pressing a pause button on your meal, giving your pancreas more time to manage sugar. One clinical study showed that when participants added lime juice to a carb-rich meal, their post-meal glucose levels were 18% lower, and insulin sensitivity improved by 22% compared to the same meal without lime. The explanation lies in pH chemistry. A slightly acidic environment in your gut delays starch breakdown and glucose absorption, leading to a smoother, steadier sugar curve. But the benefits go far beyond glucose. The vitamin C in lime acts as a cellular shield. It helps neutralize free radicals that damage blood vessels and nerves, a major cause of diabetic neuropathy and heart disease. Lime's antioxidants protect your kidneys by reducing oxidative stress in the nephrons, the kidney's filtering units, and its potassium content supports normal blood pressure, helping counter the vascular stiffness common in long-term diabetics. Every sip of lime water doesn't just refresh you, it quietly strengthens your cardiovascular system. For diabetics who struggle with fatty liver or insulin resistance, lime is particularly powerful. Citric acid boosts liver detoxification enzymes, helping break down fat deposits and enhance bile flow. A balanced liver improves glucose storage and insulin signaling, leading to lower fasting sugars over time. Diabetologists often call this the metabolic reset effect, because restoring liver function resets how the entire body handles sugar and fat. In one nutritional observation, diabetics who drank diluted lime water before lunch daily for 6 weeks experienced up to a 15% reduction in fasting blood sugar and measurable improvement in liver enzyme levels. There's also a lesser-known connection between lime and gut microbiome health. The flavonoids act as mild prebiotics, encouraging beneficial bacteria that produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, just like in green bananas. These fatty acids strengthen the intestinal lining and reduce systemic inflammation, which indirectly enhances insulin function. It's a full-circle benefit. The same compounds that make lime taste tangy also help your cells communicate more efficiently with insulin. Let's bring this to your kitchen. The easiest way to use lime is to add it to water, but the timing and method matter. Each morning, squeeze half a lime into a glass of warm water. As you sip slowly, its natural acidity helps stimulate digestive enzymes and hydrate your system after overnight fasting. If you prefer it with meals, drizzle fresh lime juice over cooked lentils, grilled fish, or salads. The acid will slow carb absorption from your food. The aroma alone, bursting with citrus oils, awakens your senses and signals digestion to begin calmly, not in panic. As the juice hits your tongue, its tang instantly triggers saliva and stomach acid production, preparing your body to handle carbohydrates more efficiently. That's not just flavor, it's biochemistry at work. When you combine lime with fiber-rich foods, the duo becomes even more powerful. The fiber slows glucose release, while the acid prevents sugar spikes. Together, they act like natural glucose modulators, safe, refreshing, and surprisingly effective. A small portion goes a long way. For most diabetics, half to 1 medium lime per day, whether in water, on food, or as a zesty dressing, is ideal. The best time to consume lime water is before or during meals, when it can directly influence digestion. Avoid drinking it on a completely empty stomach if you have acidity issues, as its citric acid may cause discomfort. And for anyone prone to enamel sensitivity, sip through a straw or rinse your mouth afterward to protect your teeth. In the US, fresh limes are widely available year-round, costing about $1.50 to $2 per pound, an incredibly affordable tool for such wide-ranging benefits. Even a few cents worth of lime juice each day can influence your blood sugar more effectively than many packaged diabetic drinks. But perhaps lime's greatest gift is how it helps diabetics rediscover balance. Its refreshing acidity restores appetite control, reduces sugar cravings, and supports hydration, all while cleansing the liver and protecting the heart. It's the kind of food that quietly rebuilds your foundation from the inside out. For many people with diabetes, adding lime daily feels like waking up the body's natural intelligence again, an internal recalibration that modern medicine often overlooks. One patient once told his doctor, "When I started my mornings with lime water, my sugar felt calmer, and so did I." That calm isn't just emotional, it's biochemical stability. Here's something fascinating most people don't know. The scent of lime alone has been shown to lower cortisol, the stress hormone that drives glucose spikes. So when you slice that lime and inhale its fragrance, you're not just preparing a drink. You're calming your endocrine system. And while green bananas, mulberries, and lime each shine in their own way, together they form a triangle of metabolic healing. Resistant starch to slow absorption, polyphenols to protect insulin, and acidity to regulate digestion. Three simple fruits, each working in harmony to stabilize blood sugar, heal your nerves, and refresh your energy naturally. As a gentle reminder, if you're using medications that lower blood sugar, monitor your glucose levels closely when adding lime water regularly, as it can enhance medication effects. For those living with diabetes, lime proves that small, consistent choices can be transformative. Its taste may be sharp, but its effect is gentle, teaching your body the art of equilibrium, something every diabetic journey needs. And as you reach the end of this video, remember, healing doesn't always come from complexity. Sometimes it's in the simplest foods, chosen with understanding, used with timing, and enjoyed with trust. If you found these insights valuable, hit the like button, subscribe to Diabetes Healthcare, and share this video with someone who needs natural hope for better blood sugar. Because the next time you hold a green banana, a handful of mulberries, or a slice of lime, you'll know they aren't just fruits. They're quiet medicine for your metabolism, waiting to be used.